What's up everybody? Before we get into this video, I wanted to tell you about this amazing opportunity. I'm partnered with Blofin. Blofin is also the main exchange I use. That's why I'm partnered with them. But right now, until the 2nd of June, we're running this amazing campaign where you can deposit funds to receive 15% cash back. And now please pause the video, watch the criteria as you can see right here. But in general, like this is real cash that you can use for futures trading, funding fees, transaction fees, but also more. And outside of that, Blofin, like I said, is an amazing exchange to use for trading. You can do spot on there as well, low fees, all the coins you want to trade. So use the link down in the description to sign up to get a 15% cashback until the 2nd of June. Now let's get into the video. Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, hope you're having a great start of the week so far, and welcome to this new middle of the day market update. There's a lot I want to talk about, alright, regarding the markets, which has been quite volatile already as well. But also some major news, right? I have 3 news events lined up, which I think you need to know about. I'll tell you about them, and then we'll talk a little bit about Bitcoin, XRP, and 3 altcoins that I've picked for today that I think you need to know about. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Let's get right into it. And as always, if you're interested in these market updates, by the way, consider subscribing. But that's up to you completely. We have some amazing Telegram channels as well, which you can find on my X page, most of them free, by the way. If you check that out right here, which is taking much too long for what we have to talk about. But if you go to @cilinixcrypto on X, you can find all the links right there. We have some amazing, this is all free, right? But all right, let's get right into it. So first of all, this morning, great news about this. SharpLink Gaming announces a $425 million private placement to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. Which means that they will potentially start buying Ethereum, like how at this point of time MicroStrategy or Strategy is buying Bitcoin. Extremely bullish. Ultimately, look, is 400 million going to do the trick? Who knows? Probably not, but it's a start of something great. And what that has caused for Ethereum is a breakout, which at this point of time, to be fair, is also still holding. Now, personally, I would be a little bit careful with Ethereum because if you take a look at the open interest right here, it's extremely high, which means that there's a lot of leverage. I would prefer to get in once that leverage has been flushed. But Ethereum in general looks very good. We have broken out above our main resistance level, and this is great news. Now, more great news. Trump Media announces a 2.5 Bitcoin treasury deal. Now, the details on this I'm not certain of yet, but in general, this is a trend we have seen of more and more corporates and more institutions, entities buying up Bitcoin for some sort of a reserve, for some sort of a treasury. Now, like I said, I'm not certain if they have already bought this or that they're going to buy this or that they're going to do it in some sort of other way, which influences how bullish it is for the price, or bullish. But ultimately, this is a great step in a marathon that's going on right now, which ultimately could create a supply shock for Bitcoin that's massive, and that could make the prices shoot up to 150,000, 200,000. And for those of you who know me, you know that I do not throw these numbers out there randomly, right? Like a lot of other YouTubers do. No, I think it's truly possible. I mean, you have a few entities right now, including Tether, Strategy, but now also Trump Media, buying up billions of dollars of Bitcoin. Look, at some point of time, you're going to get a supply shock. It doesn't really look like they're going to sell these Bitcoin at this point of time. So then the price will go up massively, right? There's only so many parties that can buy $1 billion of Bitcoin easily without creating a supply shock. So for the long term, keep that in mind. Great news. And then last of all, which I find very bullish, is that Kobe has launched an ICO platform. If you don't know Kobe, he's a legend of the game. Also has Echo.xyz, which is an angel investing project or platform, I should say. And now Sonar is bringing back ICOs. Now, ICOs are, I think, if you go back in time, one of the best ways to raise money that's actually fair for the entire community. Would definitely keep your eyes on this, all right? It might just be, even though it's at a pretty high valuation, that this new plasma project is going to be big. So keep your eyes on that as well. Now let's get to the markets. So first of all, talking about fundamentals, S&P 500 stocks have opened higher, all right, as you can see right here. Gold is trading a little bit lower. Volatility index is also dropping down lower. And let me see to the left right here what bond yields are doing. bond yields are also dropping down. So in general, the fundamentals are bullish. Now, I have to say that if you take a look at Bitcoin, if you take a look at the crypto market in general, it's looking a little bit weaker, right? I mean, we tried to break out with the news we had. We touched this naked POC for Bitcoin. Now we've left an important level right here at 110,300. We need to break above that very soon if we want to break out and get into 111,000, 112,000. Otherwise, we're just going to stay in this balance down here. Now, is that bad? No. It isn't, right? Finding balance right here is still fine, and then eventually from this balance we will move up again. But as long as we're below this main resistance level right here, around 110,300, which in my opinion is the most important resistance level now, I expect us to stay down here. All right, so that's also what I expect right now. A beautiful green candle to indicate a move down. But that is what I would expect for now. All right, pretty strong rejection here from the naked POC. Pretty like we haven't been able to break above the value area high either on the 4-hour time frame. So I would think that it's more likely for Bitcoin to get a bit of a pullback and to find some stability. That's what I would say for now. If we break above 110,300, situation changes, but there's no clear indication that we're going to do that. Maybe Thursday is a better day for that. XRP, relatively quiet, found resistance again at that POC. Most likely to also remain stable, very similar to Bitcoin. Stable, maybe drop down into support, but ultimately hold that support, and ultimately also get that move into higher levels at 2.41. $4 would be a dream, but 2.41, 2.44. Now, a couple of altcoins that are on my radar today, and we're actually getting through this video relatively soon. A couple of coins that I wanted to speak about in this video. First of all, ETH-FI, all right, which has been incredibly strong over the course of today, as you can see right here. Interesting project, has been incredibly strong over the last couple of weeks. It's trying to break out above this level here at 1.4. If we get a breakout, we have a chance to rally into 1.75. So definitely a coin to keep your eyes on. By the way, this is the ticker. Definitely a coin to keep your eyes on. At this point of time, we have not confirmed a breakout though. All right, and I would also be slightly cautious if Bitcoin starts to pull back. It could very well become a fake out. All right, so for now it looks pretty good, but we still need to confirm the breakout above 1.4. And I'm not certain if the market circumstances are ideal, even though the volume looks pretty good. Now, next one. AIXBT. This is an AI agent, as you can see, trying to break out above that level at 23.5, 23 cents. Has quite a lot of volume. Same story, all right? Looks has the volume to break out, but ultimately still has to actually break out for us to buy. And I would wait potentially for a 12-hour time frame breakout above this, since AI agents generally are more risky to trade. And then last of all, this has gone absolutely parabolic. I also took a trade in this. And that's Teller, all right? Teller is pushing up with a lot of volume right here, as you can see. Might be interesting to show you, but pushing up with a lot of volume. If it's able to hold this level around $40 as support, those of you who know Tether, or those of you who know Teller, know this can rally up a lot, right? This is the trade we took, by the way, to test the system. But you know that, right? So if we're able to hold $40, this can rally much higher, and the volume suggests that this is a coin to watch. Although it's manipulated, it's very risky. So keep that in mind. But that's what I think you need to know about the markets, the news, Bitcoin, XRP, some altcoins. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments, or better yet, join the Telegram or Discord. And that's it for now. Have a great day, take care, and bye.